If you're looking for low maintenance lifestyle living while also being very close to uptown Charlotte and the airport itself, then look no further than Senata at Research Park. You are not going to want to miss this one. Welcome back. Let's dive right into the neighborhood. I think you're really going to enjoy Senata at Research Park, like I mentioned, if you're looking for that low maintenance lifestyle living with ease of access into uptown. And with that being said, let's pop over to the map real quick and let me show you around so you can get a little bit of the bearings on the location, because I really think this is an awesome selling point of this community itself. So you can see the red pin right here, that's going to be Senata at Research Park. It's a good sized townhome community. We are just right off of Interstate 85, but also in that corner where 485 and Interstate 85 meet. So that corridor, that's going to give you a ton of convenience. 485, if you are not familiar with uptown Charlotte or Charlotte in general, that is that big loop that goes all the way around Charlotte. So really, it makes it easy. The accessibility is super simple, and pretty much anywhere that you're going to want to be within that corridor is going to be about 20-25 minutes, if that. So super nice to be in that location and in that little corner right there. But you can see uptown Charlotte is just going to be down here, and Senata at Research Park is going to be on that northeast side of Charlotte. So zooming in a little bit further, you can see you're very close to the university area. If you're not familiar with that in this region, that is the University of North Carolina at Charlotte. So that is a pretty big campus over out that way that a lot of people attend. But with that being said, that gives you a lot of commercial density out this way that you get to take advantage of, which is super awesome. So you got IKEA, Topgolf, Sam's Club, and just a ton of stuff to do out this way to keep you busy. And along with that, it is going to also be right down the road from Concord Mills, just on the other side of 485 on the north side. That's going to be Concord Mills. That's a mall that's very, very popular in this area that has a ton of shopping, restaurants, things to do, all in that general area. And that's going to be about a 5-7 minute drive, if that. And then on the more west side, you have North Lake Mall as well, just going off of W.T. Harris Boulevard. So that's super nice as well. You have 2 mall options within an 8-minute drive, and then you're also really close to University City area as well. So being centrally located in between those 2 malls as well as the university area is super, super convenient that you're not going to want to miss out on. So it's a great plus for this community, as well as this exit right here. So you're getting right off of Interstate 85, which is super nice and convenient as well. But that Mallard Creek Church Road exit, I really like this exit right here. Everything, all the shops and everything like that is maintained very well. I like the appeal of driving through this community. There's also a lot of clients of mine that work in this general area. There's a lot of commercial office space. So if you're potentially working in this region, this would be a great option if you're working for, a lot of our clients work for Electrolux and some of these other employers around this area. So I just like how everything is a lot more maintained, and it's a great feel in this region. But if you're looking at this as an option, you may be going to uptown a lot for work. So let me pop in just so you can get an idea on bearings for that. I'm shooting this video right now at about 5 o'clock. So the drive time right now into the absolute heart of uptown, as you can see right there, is about a 22-minute drive. And then going to the airport, you're looking at about a 25-minute drive. So super, super convenient location that is really hard to beat. And if this is your first time to the channel, welcome to the channel. My name is Will Simoneaux, and I'm a new construction expert with Dreamline Realty. So welcome to Brand New Charlotte Homes, where we cover everything you need to know on all the builders, neighborhoods, and floor plans in the greater Charlotte area. So if that is something that you're interested in, be sure to hit that subscribe button, because we're going to get you covered on all the information that you need to be aware of. And with that being said, let me show you around, because I kind of like diving a little bit more in depth on all the options out there. So one of the options that are out there is actually not listed right here, but it's going to be Griffith Lakes. I think Griffith Lakes is going to be a great option for you if you're potentially interested in Senata at Research Park. Griffith Lakes is built by Toll Brothers. They have a master plan community. And if you want to know more information about that, I think you'll really like the townhome section. It's only about a 5-minute drive from this community itself, so it's definitely worth exploring as well. But whenever I'm giving people information on communities, I really like to make sure that all the options are covered. So I actually have a spreadsheet on all the new construction builders and neighborhoods in the greater Charlotte area that I manually upload. So I'm aware of all the new developments coming up. But in that specific zip code that we're talking about, Senata at Research Park, you're looking at the zip code of 28269 and 28262 on that north side of Charlotte. And there's some other options as well. So definitely, it's really good to have options and competition in the area. But Galloway Towns is going to be a Pulte Products. That's another good option as well. And then you're looking at Mallard Creek Townhomes by D.R. Horton, and then Mallard Park by Pulte Homes as well. So that one's coming soon in the middle of 2025 this year. So some really good options. And if you like what you see with Senata at Research Park, I would definitely consider exploring some of the other options as well. But I really think you're going to enjoy what you see with Senata at Research Park. But with that being said, there are other options out there, and I would strongly recommend to go in the description below if you're looking in this region for a new construction option and set up a Zoom call with us. We love putting a face-to-face and hear more about your situation, because as you saw, I have a breakdown on all the options there. And what I love to do is hear about what exactly you're looking for, and I can take that and absolutely run with it. So you can scan that QR code, and we can do that face-to-face. And what that would look for you, I have a spreadsheet, like I said, that I go in and I'm able to handpick all these new construction options for you. And anytime I have a client that I'm able to have that kind of call with that's more in depth, I'm able to go and take that next step for you that some other realtors may not be able to do, where they just set you up on a search. Again, I want to make sure that I give you all the options that are out there to be aware of. So this is an example of something that I did for a client of mine when we had that brief little call there. I was able to hear all her wants, needs, desires, and based on what she's looking for, I was able to go through my whole spreadsheet and really provide her all the options that were out there for her. So this would save her a ton of time rather than just browsing around and looking for homes on realtor.com or Zillow, because a lot of times these communities, like I specifically know that Camber Woods does not have any inventory that they put out there on the MLS to where you can see that. So these neighborhoods, you need to be aware that they are out there, so we can actively go out and know whenever the next lot releases are, so you can move on it as soon as you can, because things sell pretty quickly. So again, if that sounds like something of interest to you, reach out to us. I would love to put a face-to-face and find your next dream home. All right, I know that was a lot of talking for you there, but let's get into the nitty-gritty of the neighborhood for you here. I'm sure that's why you're watching. So the neighborhood, Senata Research Park, is currently zoned for Mallard Creek Elementary and High School, along with Ridge Road Middle School. So if schools are a big factor for you, I have a ton of resources in the description below. Go check that out to get your own evaluation on if these are up to your standards. But there is an HOA fee in this community of $235 a month that covers your exterior and general neighborhood upkeep. So again, low maintenance living. You don't have to worry about a thing with these townhomes, which is awesome in townhome living. So the neighborhood itself is a townhome community that will offer 2 different floor plans with square footage from 1906 all the way up to 1976 square foot. Not a massive change, just a couple different variations with how they lay out some of these plans. These plans are going to include from 3 to 4 bedrooms, 2.5 to 3.5 baths, with 2-car rear load garages, which is super awesome. Now the all-in pricing, I know they advertise on their website that the base pricing starts at, I believe, $420 as of right now, but the all-in pricing, which is the most important thing that I'm able to see from my side, the all-in pricing will generally land you in the mid 400,000s. So that can vary a lot depending on options that you select in the lot and all that good stuff. So what I would recommend is go in the description below. I actually put in a link that you can check out for all the active inventory and pricing, because you may be watching this video 3 years from now and the pricing could be much different. So that's why we always recommend to move quick on new construction, because they always do price increases throughout the neighborhood as they sell more and more. But definitely go in there. I want this video to be able to sit out there for a while, and you can always go in the description below and check out and see what the current pricing is. So be sure to go check that out. Now there is only one option as of right now, as I'm shooting this video, that is currently available and listed on the market. So whenever you pull that link up, but be sure to go check it out. I think it's going to be a great option for you if you have an interest in what I'm breaking down for you here right now. Now there are 17 currently under contract right now, so they have been selling fairly quickly. And with that being said, this is a decent sized townhome community with a total of 133 lots. So let me show you on the map real quick here. So you can see this is the breakdown of the neighborhood layout right here. The neighborhood, the majority of the sales that have already occurred are over in this region right here. But this is a decent sized townhome community. Like I mentioned, 133 total lots. So there's a lot of options out there for you. And they've already sold 41 since they just opened up in the fall winter of 2024. So a good amount of options here. And I think they've already sold a decent bit. This is going to back up to the wooded area, but they will have some more options coming up over this way. But I think those are going to be some great options for you. But you really can't beat the location, because you're going to be right down the road from Interstate 85. And then you also have a walkable commercial space that's going to have a Starbucks, which might be a little bit dangerous for some people. You may need to include that in your budget for the monthly payment, as well as Chipotle as well. So that's super convenient, and it's hard to beat. And with that being said, I know that there was already 17 currently under contract. Things move very quickly in new construction. So if you want to stay up to date on all the new and active inventory and price reductions for new construction in that greater Charlotte area, go in the description below. I've said it multiple times, but we have a resource in there called New Construction Reports where you can custom tailor what exactly you're looking for based on your county, city, zip code, townhome, single family. And then from there, with that form, I'll be able to provide you all the updates on all the price reductions and new inventory hitting the market in the new construction scene. So if that sounds of interest to you, go check that out. We've had nothing but great feedback from our clients about that, and I hope it'll be helpful for you as well. But without ado, let me quit talking for you and get you inside this model home that's really going to help this neighborhood speak for itself and let you have an idea on what to expect at Senata Research Park by Taylor Morrison. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope this was helpful. If it was, hit that like button as well as subscribe. That way you can stay up to date on all the new construction communities in the greater Charlotte area. But I look forward to cranking out a lot more videos for you to be aware of all those options out there, and I'll see you on the next video.